Okay, I am back. We are on to part two is Taurus and Scorpio. That's a very interesting combination, uh, Taurus and Scorpio. I always say Gemini um, is really understood. A lot of times, Taurus and Scorpio, and you being a North Node, misunderstood as well. Most people think with Taurus, it's just about materialism, okay? And they think or perceive Scorpio as only being the most sexual sign, which in actuality, actually the Aries. The Aries is the most sexual sign, not Scorpio, but are depicted, and one of their symbols in Scorpio is the phallus. Why? The phallus symbol for Scorpio, uh, Mara explained this exquisitely, is that it's about bonding. Lower evolved, okay? Scorpios may be such on a physical level that they revert to this very physical or I don't want to say primitive, but this very raw type of a thing. But on the more evolved side, it's about bonding. So with Taurus, you are here not just merely for materialism, worth. It's about self worth, but it's not only about you understanding yourself. It could also be about you giving self worth for others. Some of the most complimentary people that I know are Tauruses. They are hilarious and funny. I love their wit, their dark humor, and so are Scorpios. They're very you love an intellectual joke. I love it. So self worth and value. Tauruses that I know always, they are the ones that tell me, you're too this for that. You shouldn't tolerate that. You shouldn't, they bring understanding. They will give you that self esteem. And it's for you as well, Taurus North Node. Understand who you are. For Scorpio North Node, again, you are the bonder. You are the great regenerator and transformer. I always talk about you being the great alchemist. A lot of you Scorpios do not know that you are very powerful. The sorcerers. I love that. I see you in all black and red. So your mission, and also with Scorpio, everyone loves to be around Scorpio, right? They bring that energy. So mission in this lifetime is to transform, is to alchemize, right? If we're dealing with others, is to give people a different perspective. My daughter is a Scorpio sun sign, and she brings the freshest ideas. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Sometimes I'm like taken aback. I'm like, I wish I would have said that. Have you ever heard something that has been written or something? I'm like, I wish I wrote that, because I am a writer too. But yeah, she does that, and it's amazing. Okay. So we're going to get into Gemini and Sagittarius. Again, that 360 wheel. Gemini, who are you? I'm a Gemini sun sign. So you are the great communicator. Your North Node is teaching you how to communicate effectively. Geminis know they analyze and observe everything when they're on that evolved side, and they figure out how to get to get people to understand through communication. And they are the ultimate channelers. This is what you are learning how to tap in Gemini North Node. You're learning how to tap in. But then on the other side of that, with Sagittarius North Node, you're questioning everything. You're the great philosopher, the great explorer. You're a spiritual philosopher. So you can see how those work together. Yes, Gemini, you're tapping in, but that your south node, Gemini north node, your south node being Sagittarius, you are filtering everything. You're seeing if the truth is right. So this is what you bring to Sagittarius. You will find if you are a Sagittarius north node, maybe your athleticism is coming in. Sagittarians are known to be some of the best athletes, right? So this is what your calling is for this life cycle. Gemini, great communicator, challenger, and touch with that other side tapping in. And Sagittarius, you are questioning the spiritual aspects and trying to get to the truth of a thing, which moves us mother and father, Cancer North Node and Capricorn North Node. This is that other 360, that other 360. Cancer North Node, no matter if you are male or female, you are the great mother, the great love, the great nurturer. You are learning how to be less rigid and more understanding. You are going to be able to figure out how to tap into source because it's that mother energy and to use that to uplift others, right? Some of the When they are on the evolved side, some of the best people I know can be cancers. My grandmother, I always felt so protected. They are off the kilter, right? Cancers, there's some, um, but we're learning how to be on the evolved side because, of in the law enforcement, they say more serial killers are cancers than any other sign. So, but I think it's because they have this ferocity. It's probably crimes of passion, this ferocity for love, or whatever it is. So you are the to tap into that evolved side of the great mother, that nurturer, right? That ultimate love. There is no greater love than a love of a mother to a child. So that's what you're learning. And it may be difficult if you are male. It may be difficult if you are a sign that is so stoic. But you have permissions. I always talk about permissions. Permission to do that, right? Now we're going to go into Capricorn. If Cancer is the great mother, Capricorn is the great father. So Capricorn um, North Node is about Father Spirit. It's about discipline, being the disciplinarian, right? It's about being a taskmaster. It's Capricorns in general. They love a task and they like to break things down. Um, what was our fathers? Our fathers, if you had an upright type of a father, he was going to be the disciplinarian in the family. Okay. Because sometimes mothers can have Capricorn energy, right? So with you, uh, Capricorn North Node, you are you have permission to be authoritative. You have that permission. Whatever sign you were you are you used to just being in the shadows? Well, you have permission to step up front. You have permission to take the brunt, okay? Not to be in the back, to take the brunt like a father should, and to be in that protection mode. Who are you going to protect, North Node, in this life cycle? Yes, yourself, but normally Capricorns about them in general. They don't want the responsibility. If you are a Capricorn, you are supposed to have that responsibility. So you are learning who you are on Northern. Okay. And now we're going to get into Virgo Pisces energy. Virgo Pisces. So what is Virgo? I think of Virgos and then it's going to translate into Virgo North Node. I think of the cleanup woman or the cleanup man, right? They are to inspect, they are to root a thing, dissect a thing, prioritize things. You bring clarity, Virgo. You bring clarity. You know how to break things down in its simplest terms and tell the people. That is your job. Information, even. Information is your thing. So you may find yourself, no matter what sign you are, wanting to study a thing. Once you give Virgos some information, they're going to go fact check you, and as they should. So definitely go do that. And you will be the better for it, and the people around you will be the better for it. I said in the last video for Virgo North Node for November, even in this crisis, you want a Virgo on your side because they're going to break things down in the minutest details and say, we can live off of this, right? Gemini, I do that too. With Virgo as my South Node, I still have that because Pisces is my North Node, which brings us to Pisces. Pisces, North Node. What are you here to do? Normally, the Pisces North Node, whatever sign they are, you've had responsibility. You've had responsibility. So now you have permission to uh, be spiritually compassionate, to explore. Maybe you're going to tap in. Maybe you're going to astro predict. Maybe you're going to travel, but you have the permission to be spiritually responsible. I'm sorry, spiritually compassionate, right? Not that you're not going to be responsible, but you don't have to live so much in a box anymore, Pisces. You can stand on that, right? Go and learn new things, try new things. You may find that people are not going to be used to you changing up and switching up. They're going to want you to stay in that box, but it's okay for you to get out of that box and do things different. So your calling is spiritually to be spiritually compassionate and to learn new things and explore. And our last two signs is Leo Aquarius. We are in that season now of Leo Aquarius. Um, we are in the time in this 9 year of, sorry, of the creative ruler. Creative ruler. Leo, you are creative ruler. Leo, stand out. You are here no matter what sign you are to be as creative as you want and know it. Watch your ego, okay? You are getting to the I know. I know that I am supposed to be doing this. Whatever you create and do, you can do. But a lot of Leos don't have self-confidence. It's amazing because they are beautiful people. Son is a Leo son, and he is gorgeous. All of my children are gorgeous, but my male child is gorgeous too. And I look at him and he doesn't even know how beautiful inside and out that he is. And when I tell you creative, when I tell you uh, how wonderful, I may even pin some of his music that him and his sister made some years back. But he can do a lot of different things. He doesn't know how wonderful he is. Tell him that. But you, Leo, are creative ruler, and anyone, wherever you go, people will see you. That's how it is with my son. His locks are past his hips, past his butt, and he always stands out. They're known for having great hair or great head on their shoulders, even. So know who you are. You are that lion. Stand bold in who you are. Leo, North Node, because you are trying to get to that creative ruler status. May not be there yet, but keep working on it, which takes us to the Aquarius. In the Aquarius age, and what a great time it is to be an Aquarius North Node, even to be an Aquarius in this day and age. Can you imagine the things that you can do? You are the great humanitarian, the great humanitarian. What's so ironic about this is most Aquarius that I know, most Aquarius that I know, they are not, how do I say this? They appear to be lazy. They appear to, uh, I think it's insecurity. That's what I think. Maybe they don't know that they can do, or they seem to inquire or even sometimes play dumb, you know. But you are the great American humanitarian. Tap into the evolved side of Aquarius, North Node. Okay. What is it that you want to do? Figure out what you want to do for humanity. What do you want to do for humanity? Since we are in the Aquarian age, our everybody's, this is why as I'm reading, I'm saying this is for you, but it's for the masses. We are in the Aquarian age. So this is a humanitarian time period. But you, Aquarius North, you are to tap into sense of humanitarian caring, not wanting to run away from that responsibility, figuring out how you can build towards that, because I know it's scary, especially if you're a sign that is a scary sign, quote unquote. Um, take your time with that. But we're depending on you, Aquarius North Node, right? And Aquarius in general. So that is all of the balances, the 360s and 180s of it all. Um, Also, when you look on your, my notes say on your North Node, at your North Node, when you look at anything, you're going to see degrees. Each sign has a degree. Each aspect has a degree. Your North Node, you're going to see, it might be 3 degrees, it might be 29 degrees. The higher degree, the closer your mastery. So if you are close to that 29 degrees, you do not have far to go. Some people are at 3 degrees, but if you are at like 25 degrees, that means you have nearly mastered uh, in this life cycle. You still might have some work, but you've nearly mastered that degree in your North Node. Okay. So also go and watch the video that I did on the South Node, so that you can learn how to navigate your North Node, and you can build up your strengths to push you to your destiny on this life cycle, right? So all of this works together, North Nodes. We're all getting through this together, right? And we have work to do because we are in a humanitarian time. This life cycle is about humanitarianism. No longer is it the I. It is about us. It is about us. We're out of the Pisces age, right? We are out of that religious control. We have freedoms now. Freedoms. And we are to use these things wisely. Now, in this Aquarian age, the biggest sin spiritually is the abuse of power. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I call on that to rebuke the rebuke of those abusing power. They must fall. They will fall. They will fall. We want to use our powers. These are our spiritual gifts. These are spiritual gifts, and our mind is a tool. Our mind is a tool. Birth chart is a tool. They didn't tell us these things. They told us it was hocus pocus, but it's not. To bring things into this realm, you have to think it and believe it. And then it manifests. It's a way to manifest things here. Okay? And we're all learning that. So, with that, I thank you for learning. I thank you for listening. And with that, I will see you for December because December is going to be, those videos are going to be on what to expect for 2026. Okay. So I will see you next time. Bye bye, dear ones.